Hello people of the earth and welcome to QuickSave TV. My name is Mike and today I'm going to tell you what the hell actually changed in patch 102 for Diablo 3. Specifically the patch is 1.0.2.9749. Okay, that's the latest patch which came out on 30th of May, which is 2 days ago. Yes, it is 2 days ago, and it brought some interesting changes, specifically the balance changes for Monk and some other bug fixes, which is interesting. So to start up, the players now, once they log in, they're gonna join the general chat. Now, if you're not a big fan of that, it's very easy to counter. Just type /leave in order to leave your current channel. It's very easy in order to stop listening to random people on the internet if you don't really want to. Next, the balance changes for the monk. The active skill Serenity with the skill rune Tranquility is changed and reduces the bonus from 2 seconds to 1 second. Now it's going to be 4 seconds total. So the duration of immunity granted to nearby allies from crowd control effects reduced from 2 to 1. In total, it's going to be 4, and I can see why they changed it before, because before this ability, well, 1 second is not a dramatic change, but having 4 seconds once every 20 seconds is different from having 5 seconds once every 20 seconds. So this immunity to control effects will make it slightly less strong, and I can see this ability being very strong on the difficulty such as Inferno, especially for the whole team. If you don't have any hand clenched, if you don't have any impairing effects on your team, you can dish out damage very quickly. Very powerful ability. Then Mantra of Healing also changed. In addition to increased life regeneration for you and nearby allies while active, Mantra of Healing will now also shroud you and nearby allies with a mystical shield that absorbs damage for 3 seconds after activation, up to a limited amount based on level. Now, the way Mantra of Healing works is that its ability, which costs 50 spirit for a monk and has a certain cooldown, which upon activation not only increases the life regeneration for 3 minutes, but also during first 3 seconds of the activation, the life regeneration is multiplied 3 times. So in essence, instead of having 300, which is general value 360, you're going to have nearly 1200, which is a great and immense life regeneration for 3 seconds, which allows you to get back into the game quickly, even when the odds are against you. Now, because you also have this shield for 3 seconds, this coming back into the game will be even easier. So in essence, when when the shit hits the fan, you will be able to get back into the game. And another change is skill rune Boon of Protection. Boon of Protection now is called Boon of Inspiration. Mantra of Healing will now heal you when dealing damage to an enemy. Heal amount will be based on hero level. Sort of vampiric ability. Next, bug fixes. General. Players should no longer receive an error 14009 when logging in. Yes, that's one less. What about 37, 73, 74? I hope they're gonna fix all of these things. The Select a Hero menu will now also display the difficulty level for each character, which is really useful. Very easy to see now what kind of difficulty you are at right now and to check if you selected the proper quest before you actually hop into the game. Several speed improvements have been made to the streaming downloader, which essentially means when we're going to have bigger patches, we will be able to easily play, much easier play. The download will work faster, and this is great. Achievements. All players in a party should now receive Till Death Do Us Part, even if they don't have a Haydic Eamon as their active follower. Which means if you're in a big group and you didn't get this achievement, to get this achievement you have to let Hedrick kill his wife. That's what you have to do, and himself, finishing the move. And yeah, even if you're in a party, you will be able to get it now, which is especially useful to new players, because we, old school Diablo 3 players, we already got all these achievements. It's fine, okay. Act 4, Witch Doctors should no longer receive an error if they kill a Shadow Clone with a damage over time ability after it's launched a fire bomb, but before it's reached its target. Very nice. I never heard of such thing, but it's good that they fixed that. Not that I had a Witch Doctor, but my friends who played the Witch Doctor never had this problem. But it's very good that they fixed it. Auction House. The Auction House log in the completed tab will now display a player's activity, bids, buyouts, sales, etc. in the proper order. Very happy about this change, because before, whenever I would open the completed tab, I would be like, oh, am I retarded or what? I don't get anything, no useful information in there. Now that it will be organized better, very good. When placing a new bid over a previous bid on the same auction, players will now be provided with the correct warning message. Raising your maximum bid on the auction house on an auction, you are already winning, raises your current bid just before your previous, to just above your previous maximum bid. Are you sure you want to continue? So anyway, it's just very confusing message for me. I don't understand it. I mean, I understand it if I think about it, but you know, I can envision right now some people getting confused, like what did I increase? What is this? Anyway, players will now receive an error message if they attempt to purchase an item after the 50 item limit has been reached in the completed tab. Never had an opportunity to actually buy so many things, like 50, and never take them from the completed tab, but you know, that's good that they added the message. I cannot envision many players doing it, but it's good, you know, just in case they forgot. The physical damage preferred stats option for rings have been renamed to bonus minimum physical damage. Yeah, okay, let's make it longer and longer and longer and longer. So instead of having, well, I just, you know, I understand, it's logical, right? But the thing is, how about, you know, how about making it shorter? You know, physical damage was short. Now we have bonus minimum physical damage. It's very long. It's very clumsy. Now imagine, for instance, instead of having vampirism, right? We're going to have bonus added health points proportionate to your damage in percentage. What is this? I mean, make it shorter, you know. The shorter you make it, the better. The easier it is to search. Last time I wanted to equip my character from the items from auction house, I spent so much goddamn time because I wanted to see all of the stats and abilities and then search them back. It's not comfortable. The shorter it is, the better, even if it doesn't make any goddamn sense. For instance, having vampirism is better than having, you know, all this mumbo-jumbo. On having physical damage, even though it's not very rational, on rings, ring of physical damage, you know, castet, punch on your face. You know, bonus minimal physical damage is long, and it's not so easy to find. It's just my opinion. The all damage preferred stats option for weapons and armor has been removed and replaced with bonuses of specific damage types, which is really nice. Because now, if you want to have a weapon of a specific damage output, for instance, you want to have dual wield as a barbarian, and you want to have fire axe and frost axe. Now it's easier for you to find it, okay? Whereas before you kind of like, meh, it has higher damage, so I'm gonna take it. Right now you can actually select if you want to gear out against a specific build of a player or against specific monster types. Next, items which have been purchased from a vendor and equipped by the player can now be sold in the auction house, which is very nice because I heard before there was a problem, people could not sell these items. Now that we can actually sell them, gives you some money back from buying weapons and items from the merchants. Next, listing items on the auction house from a different character than the one currently selected should no longer cause item display issues, which is really nice because before you would always have to select the specific, you know, I never had this problem because I in essence had one character only, and now people who had several characters, they would have, excuse me, problems with auction house because every time they would like to see something, they would have to switch between characters. You know, to get back out of the auction house, to switch to the other character as your main character and get back inside, really frustrating. Now it's not a problem, very good. Next, Battle.net. The public chat list will now sort alphabetically. Very important, but you know, okay, fine, good fix. Skills, Witch Doctor, Spirit Vessel. Passive no longer clears debuffs when using waypoints or changing equipments, which is really nice because before that it would be easy to exploit and you could actually reset your debuffs when changing equipment or using a waypoint. And that's it, that's the patch notes. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I don't have boobs. I'm not a very attractive patch leader, but you know, we'll have to live with that. At least I'll try to provide something interesting, okay? And for you to actually listen to, you know, so you can actually justify watching me over watching someone attractive. Thank you so much for watching. Have a greatest day and good luck in your Diablo 1.0.2. Ta-da-da-da-da-da. See you later. Sounds strange, it's just zombie. Deckard. Oh, come on now, you're exaggerating. It's all just stories, Uncle. It's all just stories. Okay. This is a huge rant about nothing, you know?